I have NiKo from G2 Esports over here with me, and they come here right from a victory after IEM Dallas. How does it feel after finally winning your first tournament of the year?
Winning Dallas felt great. It felt very special, especially playing with the Stewie in front of the NA crowd. The whole event was amazing, and it should help us going forward with confidence and everything. So, things are going well.
What happened in Dallas that you feel went right for the team?
As you said, our results were not amazing, but they were not bad. Like we always kept going to playoffs, top four. We didn't manage to go to final, and usually when we go to final, I think we have good percentage of winning the final. Like for Dallas, probably what helped us a bit more is that like we had a standard where we had a bit less pressure. We could play a bit more free, don't think about the mistakes and so on. And obviously, like once we got in the arena, the crowd was on our side as well. That pushed us. That pushed us way more. The energy was way higher, and everyone just enjoyed being there. And it felt like that, like we just couldn't lose pretty much because of the crowd. It was just everything was going our way. So there was nothing crazy different that we have done. Obviously, I think there was just less pressure on the people on the team, and we kind of just snowballed throughout the event. We started getting better and better after each game, and
Would you call that a Stewie 2 effect? The crowd back.
I wouldn't say it's 2v2k effect, but the crowd effect because of him definitely helped us, and that's one reason why we brought him. Like we knew if we go to arena, it's gonna be special.
So getting in a player at the last moment as a stand-in, how does that affect the dynamics of the team? Where did Stewie 2k really help the team or adjust to the team?
He wasn't really like the last call, right? We had some time in advance to think about who we need. And he was a pretty good fit for us. And then we had like 4 or 5 practice days. Then just to get to know him, so he gets to know us as well. How we do things in team, what he likes to do, and I think we could have we saw progress from each practice and from each match that we have played in Dallas as well. And probably one of the biggest things he brought is probably something fresh in the team, and he has very good communication as well. Obviously, he has some experience as well that he could have shared with us, and but I would say like his confidence was very high. Like he was also very happy to be there, and we all just enjoyed being there together. So
Recently, Monasi mentioned that you guys have been focusing a lot more on communication, and there have been improvements, obviously. What do you think is the biggest roadblock for you guys, moving ahead? Is it communication or is it something else still?
Communication is something that it can always be better. That you can always work on, having better communication, more calm, more clean. So that's something that we have been working on all the time, and there's always room for improvement. I don't think that was our issue before. I don't think we have been losing events because of that, because we have been winning events before, right? So communication is definitely not the biggest reason why we didn't manage to win an event, for example. But as I said, definitely room for improvement that could maybe stabilize our game more, or build more trust in each other, and so on.
Next is mentioned before that he's helping you with the calling on the team. So how does the team's shot calling work, and how does the structure work? Where does Taz come in? Where does Nexa come in? Where do you chip in?
Obviously Hoxie is our main IGL. On T side, he's calling all the shots. Then on CD side, it's mostly me calling because I'm playing those rotations, right? I kind of need to move a lot, and if I see a certain play that we need to do, I call it out. And then on T side, obviously, I just say what I think is the best on the area that I play, and that same goes for Nexa, and I think same goes for everyone pretty much on the team. If they see an opening or a space that we need to use as a team there, we all need to call it out and play around it pretty much.
Valve obviously introduced Dust 2. What are your thoughts on that map rotation? It seems like you're not a big fan of Vertigo right now.
I've never been a fan of Vertigo. I would have rather seen Vertigo out instead of Overpass. But Dust, obviously, is I always liked the map. It was one of my favorite maps. Yeah, it's a classic map. Just there's no CS if there's no dust. So, but yeah, Vertigo is definitely not my the most likable map. But as I said, I would have some. I think I'm not the only one that would have liked to see Vertigo out and kept our pass in, for example.
So next year onwards, obviously, there's going to be more tournament organizers, more third-party events. How does that change the travel time, or how busy does it get for you? Do you think that's for the better as a player?
I'm honestly not too sure how everything's going to be played out next year. There is going to be a lot of events, but I think what we need to just wait and see and to kind of finalize is what will get you into the majors, for example. And I think it's going to depend a lot on that. We just need to choose what are the most important events of the year, what events are bringing you the most points or whatever, however they decide to work it out. So I think we just need to wait and see for Valve to make a final decision for the majors, and then we need to create a schedule around it. But I do think it's a good thing that there's more events. I think there's more opportunities for other players and other teams to prove themselves. There is no qualifiers now, but then there's a lot more events that you can qualify to maybe. So I think they will still have a chance to break through and come to the majors. But I think it's still early to say, at least for me, how everything's going to be next year.
Just going back to the Monacy probably missing tomorrow, you and Monacy obviously have been the heavy hitters on the team. So Monacy probably missing tomorrow, does it put added pressure on you as an individual player to step up and have the team win?
I don't think it puts more pressure. I will try to do better. I will try to help the team as much as I can. I don't know if it's going to be enough. But it's probably a good event for me to step up even more and help the team. But there is no other pressure for me. There's maybe even less pressure because we don't have the best player in the world, right? I think even if we don't win a game, it's not the end of the world. So
as a team, do you guys focus on the star player, or do you just strategize according to your strengths?
I don't think we ever focused on star players ever since I came to G2. We play what we like to play. We do what we think is best to do versus a certain team or a play style. And we haven't played Spirit at all with the Dunk and Zontics, for example, and Shiro. So it will be an exciting game. Well, thank you guys for the support. Thank you for supporting us through some of the difficult times. But the IEM Dallas made us a bit proud, I think. And hopefully we're going to get more wins next season, and maybe even for this last event of this one.